Hello everybody, Married to Katie K here. Okay, I am giving you twist out realness. This is the first amazing twist out that I have had, and I'm so grateful. But that's not what this video is about. Alright guys, I just want to let you know that I'm about to start a wife talk series, or a marriage talk series. I usually call it wife talk because, again, my channel caters to women, and I'm sure my blog does too. So with the wife talk series, I'm going to be going in about marriage. Here recently, I have just felt a new revive and passion to study marriage and just to go all in. I'm very, very grateful for my husband, and no matter what situation we have, I am always constantly reminding myself that marriage is my choice. Statistically, I should not be in a successful marriage. I do come from a family that has had multiple divorces, and so when you look at the statistics of somebody who has parents who are divorced, and you can kind of start saying, okay, well, that's the statistics say that the children usually get divorced, and honestly, that's kind of true. But I thank God that even though I have seen examples of marriages that have been successful and failed, that I have made marriage my choice. And that doesn't mean that those who were divorced didn't make it their choice. Things do happen. But I'm grateful that me and my husband are still growing strong, and we have decided to continue to go forward through everything and to push through and see what the end is going to be. I don't know what's going to happen in the end. Maybe you get like an M sash that you stayed married, or maybe you get like a little extra jewel in your crown. I don't know what happens, but whatever it is, I am so excited and willing to find out, to see what the end is going to be, and ensuring that my marriage is successful and doing my part. So in my wife talk marriage talk series, I'm going to be tackling several subjects that are just blunt and true. There's even one blog post that I have just got through typing last night that'll be up in a couple of weeks that lays out an altercation that I even had, and it's 100% real. Some people say that we too real. I mean, it just is what it is. The one thing that I can say with me and my husband is you don't get a TV version and a real life version. You just kind of get the version. And it just is what it is. You like it or you don't. Either way, we fine. We love ourselves enough. But we are so grateful for this opportunity to share our experiences with you, to share our testimonies with you, some of the things that we've counseled, for lack of a better term, others with, our friends, our peers. We like to surround ourselves with couples who are trying to fight for their marriage and who are happy and love and like each other. And for those people who are in the situation where you may not like your spouse, you love them because they're the father of your children or the mother of your children, but you don't really like them, those feelings can come back again. And we are just adamant believers that if you keep doing the will of God, God is a counselor. So going to a counselor, you may not have the money to do it, but realize the Holy Spirit is your comforter and your counselor. You can be counseled by the Lord. So pushing through those problems is possible. And in being this first blog post, I'm talking about the underappreciated spouse. I do not appreciate my husband to the fullest of my ability, and truth be told, my husband doesn't appreciate me to the fullest of his ability. We don't do it on purpose. It's just a natural cycle of life. Your life can become mundane. You forget to say thank you. You forget to say please. You forget to acknowledge those things. You're used to your wife making your plate, and then one day she gets mad at you and doesn't make it, and you're like, wait a minute, I missed that. That's when you need to say thank you. You're used to your husband helping you with the children, and then one day you realize he doesn't help you. Maybe it's because you haven't said thank you in a while. That doesn't make it right. Tit for tat is not right, but we need to all make a vow to appreciate our spouse. Don't let your life become so mundane that you take the things that they do on a daily task and you don't say thank you. And again, as a spouse, also understand that marriage is servanthood. So you don't get a thank you for everything that you do. That's your reasonable service. Just like God has things laid out in his word, we don't get extra for doing those things. They're reasonable service. You're supposed to do it anyway. But a thank you is nice. So God gives us a blessing, and you can give your spouse a thank you, or a handshake, or a high five, or a slap on the butt and say, you all right by me. So whatever you need to do to appreciate your spouse, that's what this blog post is about. Reviving those feelings and realizing, wait a minute, I need to do a little bit more. So we want to make sure that we're taking care of the ones who God has definitely designed. Husbands, you're taking care of the wives that God has designed for you, and wives, you're taking care of those husbands who God has allowed to cover you and keep you through everything. My favorite quote from this blog, and the whole blog is good, my favorite quote in this blog is, your spouse is a specifically crafted, one-of-a-kind, God-ordained masterpiece from the Most High. They deserve to be loved, appreciated, and treated as such. And when I was writing this, when I wrote that down, I was actually in a bit of frustration because it was my turn to feel underappreciated. And I was like, well, I'm not feeling appreciated, so I'm not going to do this anymore. But then I realized that marriage is servanthood. I have to remind myself of that because I'm human. Though, yes, the fun people you see on YouTube, we laugh, we joke, we have issues like everybody else. And so tit for tat doesn't work even in our home. So I can't tit for tat with him. I have to continue to love him and treat him like what I just said that he is. A God-ordained masterpiece that was specifically crafted with me in mind. He deserves to be treated as the king that I am building him to be, because that's my job. Isn't that my job, to build him up? So I want to make sure that you guys check this blog post out, and I will always make a short video to coincide with my wife talks. They're going to be short clips. You're going to have to go to the blog to get the meat of the lesson. And I really, really thank you guys for allowing me another opportunity, another venue to just try another hobby. I am enjoying all the new subscribers. Hi guys. I'm enjoying all the love you guys are giving us on our marriage and our baby videos. We are just excited. It's so funny how my channel has transitioned from hair and makeup to family, and that's honestly how my life has transitioned. So I'm glad that you guys see the growth in me and you're excited to learn about those things. But if you have any marriage requests, please put them down below. There are some requests that I've already gotten, and I've been kind of like, you gotta want to talk about that because that's tender to me. But I'm gonna go ahead and touch on it, because if you have those burning questions, I want to make sure that I answer them to the best of my ability. Not because I'm an expert, but I'm always gonna give you my version, what happened to me and what I learned from it. If anything, then you can learn from my mistakes, okay? So that's okay. But definitely check the blog post out. Comment on the blog post. If you want to email me directly, you can email me through that blog post and I will write you back. Let me know what you guys think. But remember, most importantly, to appreciate your spouse. Your spouse will learn to appreciate you in return, and your marriage is victorious. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you guys at the blog, Married to KDK on WordPress, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.